dunya.
And you gotta realize that the Lord of the worlds is telling us something. You can go do what you want to do, but Friday at a certain time is time for us to go to the masjid for congregational prayer.
That's the house of
That's the house of worship.
the house of worship.
God. It's called Baytullah, the house of God.
Yeah.
It's, if we were Christians, it would be the church. If we were Jews, it would be the synagogue.
Yeah.
But it's the masjid, it's the mosque, it's the place where Muslims go to pray to God. And we required on Fridays at a certain time to congregate ourselves together and go to the masjid. And those who would not go to the masjid to go do something else, whatever they're doing is dunya, unless it has something to do with their health, the hospital, so forth and so on. But we're told that when that day comes, we should leave off all trade and business and hastens to the remembrance of Allah the Almighty. After all, He created us and gave us even the dunya that we have, the dunya car that we have, the dunya clothing that we have, everything He gave us, the brains that we have, the body that we have, the jobs that we have. And He's saying, okay, for about 1 hour a week, stop all of that and come and remember me.
That's not too hard for the one that's
That's
giving you
very
everything,
easy.
everything
That's very easy.
you
If
have in this life.
Stop. You can't stop for a moment to go to the masjid to worship the God who gives you the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the beautiful wife that you have, and the children that you have, the parents that you have. You mean to tell me you can't spend some time glorifying Him?
You probably heard it all. I mean, you are as they say, the OG, the OI, the original Imam. So tell us some of the excuses that you're sitting there and you hear it and you're just like, in your head you're just like, man. Talk to us. Share some examples, some stories about some excuses, and then maybe the after some good advice. Talking to these people that maybe they turned around or what happened.
You have every excuse. From, well, I got to make my money.
Money, the dollar.
A good old dollar. I got to make money. And I'm saying that God knows that you need to make money, and He'll test you. Yeah. I mean, I know, Muslim businesses who make a sacrifice. Yeah. And maybe that 1 hour, perhaps they lost some sales. But in the end, you really win by Allah. And you get more from Allah because you are in obedience with Him. Yeah. So you may lose money and you may not. Yeah. There are some people who actually make more money, so because God knows best. So they want to spend time with their girlfriends, which there's no such thing as girlfriends in Islam. No. So they want to do anything. They want to go to the movies. They want to go. I've heard every kind of excuse, but really, simply, there's no excuse in the worship of God the Almighty. And again, you can, some of the things you want to do, you can do them, but after. And Allah says, and after the prayer, then you go back. You go back to your business, go back to your dunya business, go back to making money. You can do it. But there should be a time that you shouldn't. Same thing with the Jews. Yeah. Jews were given a commandment about the Sabbath, that on that day they had to stop. They couldn't work. Yeah. So it's not something that's just unique to the Muslims, but all of religious people. Many Christians, they close down their businesses on Sunday. Yeah. So they go to the church on Sunday. Jews go to the synagogue on Saturday. Muslims go to the masjid on Friday. And all of them in the process of doing what? Remembering their Creator. And then you got people don't want to do it. Okay, fine. Do what you want to do. He's not going to make you do it. La ikraha fi deen. There's no compulsion in religion, but there's a price that you're going to have to pay. You'll die. You're going to die. And He may even give you long life. Yeah. That's not even the issue. But in the end, you're going to be held we're going to be held accountable for what we did and what we didn't do. He asks us to do a simple thing. And again, by the way, when you go to Jummah prayer and the congregational prayer on Friday, who benefits? You can't benefit God. That's the thing that people have to understand. You can't benefit Him. If nobody in creation worships Him, it doesn't take anything away from His kingdom. And if everybody in the universe worship God together all day long, it doesn't add to Him. It doesn't add to His power or anything like that. He doesn't need us. We need Him. And so when we every week on a Friday and we give Him 1 hour and we remember Him, it's good for us. It's good to get out of the dunya for a while. You know, the rat race. To get involved in remembrance of him, and then you be shocked. You go to the masjid, you listen to the sermon, the imam gives a khutbah or sermon, and he says something that will change your life, even help you in your dunya.
It'll help you in your business.
Help in your business.
Yeah.
That's the point. And you know, you get so much ajr and so much reward from Allah the Almighty for doing what He commands us to do.
Your life is more blessed.
Much more blessed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're going to be right back with another question and let you decide dunya or not. We'll be right back on the Deen Show.
Dunya. I am not afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone.